Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, Skippy02 here. I'm going to make a quick little first impressions type overview kind of video, specifically on this item you see before you. A New Frontier Armory LW-15 poly lower. I do not own this. It came attached to a rifle to have some other work done. And it was honestly the first time I've ever had the opportunity to put my hands on one, much less seen one in real living color. So anyway, yeah, let me just go ahead and say it. Spoiler alert, not impressed. When they say poly lower, it's a poly lower, complete polymer. Very, very few exceptions. There's more polymer parts on this complete lower than there are metal parts. The entire lower is poly. The trigger, the hammer, the disconnector, the sear, the commercial spec buffer tube, the mag catch and the mag release, the safety selector and barrel, they are poly. The grip is an actual Hogue rubber overmold. That's probably the nicest part of this, and I don't know if it actually came with it or not. But regardless, the first thing I noticed was that it's very rattly. The stock on the tube chatters and rattles like crazy. And the parts on the inside rattle. I don't know how I'm going to hold this camera and do this. I'm going to hold the stock as tight as I can, and I'm going to shake it in front of the camera. And you can actually hear the parts. Mostly it seems like you hear the stock, but I assure you, the parts do not fit all that tightly or securely. And they're polymer. Check the mold lines on the hammer. Check the mold lines down there on the disconnector. Now, the hammer and trigger spring are indeed metal springs, but all the other trigger components are plastic. I kid you not. That was a complete surprise to me. A first. I've never seen or heard such a thing in my life. Basically, the only metal parts that I found are the takedown and pivot pins, the buffer spring, the trigger and hammer spring, the buffer detent, and I would assume the spring. I would assume the spring for the mag release, even though, again, the mag catch and the mag button are all polymer. The trigger, plastic. See the mold lines and everything in it. Safety selector, plastic. Everything is plastic. It's I'm literally the pins. I forgot the hammer and trigger pins are actually metal, and then the castle nut and rear plate are metal. But everything else is plastic or polymer, and surprisingly flexible. And same with the mag box. Pinchy. Anyway, if you've never seen one up close and personal, don't have your expectations set too high if and when you see one. I'm not going to say my expectations were high, but I certainly didn't expect to find all polymer components and internals, or to find it being that flexible. I'm not going to use the word flimsy, I promise. Anyway, like I said, it's the first time I had the opportunity to put my hands on one. Who knows? I haven't shot it. It's not my gun. It may be the greatest thing since sliced bread. It may outlast the lot of us. I don't know. But I'd be completely surprised if that were the case. Anyway, that's it. New Frontier LW-15 complete polymer lower. That's what you get. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. And until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and God bless.